GORN is back, bringing its flavour of comical bloody murder to the PSVR 2. It's a cheap and cheerful release, and even more so if you already own the original PSVR version, as you'll get the PSVR 2 edition as a free upgrade. If you're not familiar with GORN, it's basically a melee combat game that has you taking on the role of a gladiator. You enter the arena, the Ponzi Emperor declares battle, and the arena doors swing open to allow a bunch of near-naked brutes to come swinging with whatever weapons they've got. Your job is to survive the onslaught by any means necessary. You can throw hands and recreate Fight Club, though this will only get you so far, or you can take advantage of the game's many weapons to bonk, bash and slash the opponents into a mushy mess of garbled meat. It sounds a bit grim, but it's all presented in a very comical manner. Wobbly weapons and even wobblier enemies, they all look like they've been out on the lash, give the game a light-hearted veneer. That being said, I would still not feel comfortable letting my 6-year-old boy, Charlie, run around in the game chopping off heads and limbs. That's not healthy. Thankfully though, younger players are accommodated in this respect, as GORN has a low violence mode that turns the bloody meat sacks into yummy sweet packs. Instead of pumping blood from their stumps, the characters spew sweeties. They're essentially turned into drunken piñatas, making it better suited for the younger players and those with an aversion to blood. In an effort to give the game more challenge, there are a variety of enemy types. Some brave brawlers will come at you with nothing but their bare hands. Others will wield a weapon, while some wield a weapon and a shield, and others roll with a combination of weapons, shields and armour. The guys without armour can be taken care of with a couple of well-placed blows to the head, while the armoured fighters demand a few blows to knock off their armour before being finished off with a deadly blow. The real fun comes in experimenting with the different weapons and how they can be used in combat. Sure, bashing the brutes on the noggin is a quick and easy way to advance, but have you tried slicing off an enemy's arms and legs to see if they still try and fight back, Monty Python style? I did, obviously, and it's ridiculously silly and fun. As is picking up a downed fighter and launching him into a small group and watching them swing their battle axes, maces and swords to create a crimson fountain of confusion. It's not the deepest of games, admittedly, and it is rather a one-trick pony, but that being said, it does its one trick exceptionally well, and it's good entertainment, and even a sneaky bit of exercise. My arms are aching after an hour of play, and I know they'll hurt even more tomorrow. There's really not much to complain about with GORN, though I do have one minor gripe that I initially thought was going to be a major one: the controls. Obviously, when GORN launched on PSVR, it had to bend to the tech available, and that meant a Locomotion System that could work with the PS Move wand controllers. Back in the day, movement was handled by holding a button and swinging one's arms, almost pulling oneself through the world. It wasn't a terrible method, and I do remember being satisfied with it, but upon launching GORN on PSVR 2, and with the expectation that these new controllers would be put to good use, I was disappointed because this was also the given movement method. I actually got really annoyed as the game instructed me on how to move in this very last-gen fashion. Thankfully, there is an alternative control method in the game's menus, though the menus can only be accessed once you've gone through the mini tutorial. It seems odd to me that the stick movement controls are not the default. It would give returning players an instant upgrade over what they've already experienced, because honestly, it's about the only upgrade worth mentioning. The rest of the game is as it was on the original PSVR, though with the expected extra clarity that comes from the improved headset and the PS5 powering it. GORN for PSVR 2 is not a revelatory upgrade like, say, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, but it's a welcome addition to the PSVR 2's young and growing library, and if you already own the original, it's a nice freebie to add to the collection. And that is the end of this review. Thank you for watching as always, and if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, be sure to give us a like and subscribe to the channel to get more PSVR 2 reviews. We've got plenty more coming, so if you want to stay up to date with the latest from DualShockers, give the bell icon a ding so that you're notified whenever we've got new stuff for you to watch. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, cheers my dears.